everybody, it's Roy here from rwilco12 and epicdroid.com, bringing to you a unboxing and first impressions video on the Nuu Mobile Z8. My friends over at Nuu Mobile were kind enough to hook us up with this device for this unboxing and the first impressions, as well as a review video that should be following here in the next day or two. In conjunction with this, we are also doing a giveaway with Android File Host and Bane Tech, Root Junkie, Droid Modder X, Dope Tech Daily, several other prominent YouTubers and bloggers here in the Android community. So Nuu Mobile asked us to go ahead and do some videos here and do a review on this device. So we're going to bring that to you today. So first things up is I do have to confess I was a little bit too excited when I got this package today. I did open it, so you don't get the full unboxing effect. I did peel off the sticker on the screen, but other than that, it is the full unboxing experience. So the phone here does come in a plastic sleeve, and there was a little plastic sticker here that tells you where the buttons are and what they all do. Already peeled that off in my excitement earlier, but as you can see, the device here is a rather nice device. It is a 5.5-inch screen with a 1920 by 1080p resolution. The device itself is mostly made of plastic, and the back here, it does look like a brushed metal, but that is actually a plastic case. It does have a rather large bezel here across the bottom. You have your home, a recent apps, and a back button. It is running Android 5.0. There is a power, headphone jack, you have a volume up and a volume down here, and then we have our rear facing speaker, a microphone for when you're on the phone, and a micro USB jack. So here we have the battery, and I'm gonna have to take that off real quick. It's a little bit tight here. But before I do that, I'll show you the rest of the stuff. And so here we have our quick start guide. Comes a nice little envelope. Has your getting started guide. Tells you how to turn things on, where all your buttons are, how to set up the phone. Has everything in here. Have to look through that a little bit more later. Oh, I didn't see this earlier, but it comes with a screen protector as well as a small microfiber cloth and directions on how to put on the screen protector. Beneath that, we have the micro USB cable. We have a little set of headphones here. Let's look at those and see how those look. So I may have looked at the screen, but I did save you guys some stuff here. But we have those headphones. Those look like nice little headphones. I'm excited to try those out here in a little bit. And then we have the battery. I'm going to need that here in a second once I get the back off the phone. And then we have the USB adapter. I'm going to throw those over here real quick, and let's get that phone opened. All right, and we are back. That battery back was actually really difficult to get off here. But despite that, I do give it a thumbs up for that. While I was trying to take it off, I did drop the phone on a carpeted surface, so but the back was about half unclipped, and it didn't even pop off the rest of the way. So that tells me here that we've got a good, reliable back. If we drop it, the battery's not going to go one direction, the phone another, and the back another direction. And so that's definitely give it thumbs up for that. So here in the back, we do have our micro SD slot. It does support up to 64 gigs, or I should say the manufacturer recommendation is 64 gigs. Quite often you'll see that where they say 64 gigs, but then it supports up to about double that, sometimes even more. So I have not tested that out. I do plan on testing it because I got a 128 gig card that I need to use. We do have dual SIM capabilities. That does mean that you can have a work number and a home number, 2 home numbers, 2 work numbers. You can have your wife's number on, or your significant others, and as well as your number. You can put all sorts of things there. It gives you a lot of extra options. So while this is booting up here, I'm going to go ahead and go over a couple of the specs. It does, again, come with Android 5.0. It comes with an octa-core MediaTek processor that clocks in at 1.7 gigahertz, has 2 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of onboard storage. The screen, again, is a 5.5-inch resolution. It is a high-definition display with 1920 by 1080p resolution. The device does come with 2 cameras. The rear-facing camera right here is our 13-megapixel camera. It does come with Sony lenses. That gives you a lot of extra good stuff there. They do have high-quality lenses, and I recommend them. They also have a 8-megapixel front camera with a wide-angle lens. They actually put it on their website. They hashtag selfie, so you can go ahead and take lots of pictures with your friends on this. It also comes with a 2,650 milliamp per hour battery, and the device does support, with those dual SIMs, it does support multiple LTE bands. It does not support CDMA, so those who use Sprint and Verizon were unfortunately out on this one. We aren't going to be able to use that, but if you do have another carrier or international, you will be able to use this. And it does support up 4G LTE on both slots, and it does support up to 150 meg per second LTE transfers. So we are booted up here. We're going to go ahead and just skip through all these menus. And setup is complete. So right off the bat here, I can actually tell you that I'm going to like this phone, if for no other reason than it's got an awesome wallpaper. For those of you who are not familiar with my work, I do have a thing for wallpapers. I actually built a wallpaper app, our Wiko 12's Wallpaper Gallery. It's available in the Google Play Store, but it has many wallpapers a lot like this. I like those abstract 3D, those types of wallpapers. So here we have the phone, and we're going to go through real quick, just kind of look at some of the things that we've got. It is running a standard Android 5.0. It does Lollipop. It does not look like it has been themed at all. Let's look at our About phone. So in here we got the details on the phone. So it is running Android 5.0. The model number is a Z8. It does have all the other stuff in there. And let's go back, see what else we've got here. One thing I did notice, and this is something I've seen on a couple of different MediaTek devices, is HotKnot. HotKnot allows data exchange when the screen touches another device. So what you do is you take two devices, you touch them screen to screen, and it says about 1 centimeter apart, and it then transfers the data back and forth. It can be things like links, it can be pictures, videos, whatever media file is what it specifies that you want. But this is only supported on MediaTek devices. It does have the SIM cards menu, so you do have the multiple SIM cards abilities, and you can go in there and you can set your settings for each one. You do have your standard, you do have all your standard menus that you would see on everything else. One other point is the system gestures. It does come with tap to wake. You can turn off the screen and tap on the screen, and it does come right on. You also have the O to open camera. So with LCD off, draw an O on the screen to open the camera. And that is awesome. And we also have a shake to light. So shake the phone in lock screen state to toggle the flashlight. So let's try that one out and see what we got. Oh, that's cool. How do we turn it off? Well, there's that there for now. We also have the flip to mute. I don't have a ability to call this one right now. I don't have a SIM card in it, but we can do that. So you have the flip to mute as well as the wave to mute, so that you can mute the ringer if someone's calling you and you don't want to answer the phone call. So it does look like it's pretty standard there as far as the settings. The system gestures and the HotKnot are the two standouts there. In here we do have our apps. We do have looks like some apps that are a little bit themed. We do have an FM radio. That's kind of nice to have there. Not a lot of devices have that nowadays. You do have your standard Google apps as well as a few extras here. Nothing that super jumps out. Actually, there was one thing. The one thing I do notice is it does come with the gallery. I do like the gallery over the Play Photos or Google Photos, whatever it's called. I'm not a fan of that. I like the gallery, and I like the way that it looks and the feel of it. Call me an old timer or what it may be, but I prefer that over the new Play Photos. But yeah, so that there is the device. Again, I do really like what I'm seeing so far. The only downside I'm seeing at this point is the screen does appear a little bit smudgy. It could just be that this is one of my first unboxing videos, and I have got sweaty hands, and so I've smudged it up a bit more than usual. But I do think that this is an awesome device, and I can't wait to give it a real try. So hopefully we'll have that review video up in the next day or two. In the meantime, definitely check out our giveaway. Links will be in the description below, as well as links to the Z8 ordering page and Nuu Mobile's website with additional details. So Roy signing off now, and you guys have an awesome day.